Wow, what a milestone, huh? 10,000 subscribers. Never thought I'd get this far, honestly. I wasn't too sure what to do for a milestone like this. YouTube has only really been a hobby until recently, but lately things have really advanced to the point I'm earning an actual income. That's really cool, y'all. Thank y'all. But with all this extra revenue, an unfortunate habit has begun to resurface. Something that today will tally up just how much money it's cost me. Kickstarters. I will say it, I am a Kickstarter addict. I have funded over 21 different Kickstarter campaigns over the course of my existence, and today we're going to take a peek behind the curtain and add up all the money I've wasted and see what Kickstarters are worth it and which weren't. Are you ready to lose all of your financial faith in me? Let's get into it. I don't have many real regrets with these Kickstarters, except this one. Starting things off with the worst thing I've backed, and I'm sorry about this to the devs, but it's AK Solotl. This Kickstarter game feels like a mixture of Enter the Gungeon and a pet simulator, but I don't think the game flows that well. I played this for a little bit on Steam, and I thought the game was pretty funny, and the art direction was great, but I just felt myself wishing I was playing Enter the Gungeon. I think if they had made the enemies more interesting to fight or went with a different style of progression, this could have stood apart from Gungeon, but as it was, I just wasn't interested. I actually ended up selling my Kickstarter exclusive Switch copy to a game exchange when I was hurting for money a while back, which is an unfortunate way to go. That's really the only Kickstarter I fully regret. The rest have their ups and downs. On to the next tier.
Oh my god!
Starting off C tier is going to be a really weird pick, and I promise it has a reason. Anton Blast is a fantastic, in-your-face, bombastic platformer. It's got style, it's got substance, and it's a fantastic game, so why is it here? Well, that's because I spent $205 is a bit excessive. Why did I pay so much, you ask? Because I backed it to get my ex's OC into the game. I could have immortalized myself in this peak game, but unfortunately I didn't. I won't show the character that was put in because I don't feel like it, but if my name is attached to him, he's not mine. I'd kill to get it changed since I kinda lost a fat stack on that, but what you gonna do? Nothing personal, Anton Blast. Terraria the board game is a game I am not so sure about. It's not that I don't like Terraria, it's just the board game itself looks a bit difficult to set up. There seems to be a massive amount of moving parts, and with this many parts, things can get real complicated real fast. I like the boss miniatures the creators have advertised, although I'm a bit disappointed by the fact there's no Skeletron. The combat in this game is also dice-based, which can be frustrating on occasion. Dice are obviously going to be in board games. I mean, of course they'll be. But over time, I've grown disillusioned with dice being involved in combat specifically. It's not something I will outright avoid a game over, but having my victory more or less decided by dumb luck has that chance of being a bit frustrating at times. If there are ways to offset the dice like in games like D&D, that would be appreciated, but I just don't know enough about the game and how it flows to know that.
Hey, I know you!
Okay, I'll make this one short. The only reason this is in C tier is because I recently backed the far superior 3rd edition, which you'll see later. Anyway. I'll be honest, I have had this game for at least 2 years. I have not played it yet. I bought it because I really liked the botanical art included in the game. However, a game about mushrooms growing has not yet been able to interest any players. Moving forward, I will probably take into consideration how likely I am to play one of these games with friends when I back them. No, I will not.
Jackass.
I really don't know why I backed this. I thought it looked fun. I don't really have anything else to say about it. I could use it to pass the time on a road trip, maybe? I backed this game a long time ago, and I'm still waiting for it to reach me. The game is inspired by DSiWare titles, and I was particularly reminded of Wireway when I saw it. There's no way any of you know what that is, but I played it. I'm old. Reflectile has you redirect your constantly moving little cube among little obstacle courses with simple color schemes. The developer is still hard at work on this title, and I'll give it a go once it comes out. If you're out there watching, developer, I'm still excited to try your game. It's just been a little bit since I backed it. No worries.
You may be a bit older than the target audience for this ride.
Indigo Park was a fun little game I played that stood out among its mascot horror peers by making the mascot itself fun and likable in the context of the game. Its emphasis on the animation as a whole helped it stand out, and it's clear it was made from a place of passion, and not to exploit young impressionable children who think buying 15 Huggy Wuggy collectible plushies is the best way to spend their lemonade stand income. I know the people behind Indigo Park are going to make something special, and I'm really excited to see what. Top Frog is a pretty simple game. You stack frogs and give them hats for points. Look, I don't always need these massive nerdcore giga games that you have to study to understand. Sometimes I just want to play something small and nice, you know? Is that so wrong? This game also falls in the same boat as the last one. It's a much more simple but still enjoyable looking card game about using little castles to battle. The game itself is reminiscent of Pokemon in a way, as these different characters all have different types that do different things. Or does that make it more like Magic? I wouldn't know, I don't play either of them. Anyway, I was entranced by the fun art style and I was on a simple card game kick at the time, so I gave it my support. This is another one of those games I backed ages ago. It's a Game Boy Color styled game where you control this little mouse who can dig around underground. The team behind Shovel Knight is making this gem and it's finally almost done. I don't have much to say about it as I have not played it yet, but I know it's going to be a fantastic gem once it hits the shelves.
I think I'd like to try it a second time.
Yall I'll is a game I've actually done a video on before. It's a Pokemon-style card battler inspired by Aztec mythos. It's a phenomenal game, so phenomenal I backed it a second time. It also has new cards like this cactus guy I really like. The cards have the ability to shapeshift into other cards, the battle system is reminiscent of Inscription, the art is beautiful and hand-drawn. What's not to like? This video is not sponsored by Gobble Fantasy 2003, but I sure wish it was. This is the most recent Kickstarter I have backed, and I hope after I convince you folks, you check it out too, since backing it is super affordable. Gobble Fantasy is a love letter to the RPG Maker 2003 engine, featuring Pac-Man-esque levels where you devour candy and smash enemies, a lovely pastel art style, fun characters, and many more surprises. The best part about it, you can secure yourself a copy for just $11 American. This is what we call a super deal. So once you're done watching this video, go give it your support. It's in the description and the pinned comment, so I know you won't miss it. I love how the main character, Noel, is drawn. This big red slice on his face is his big detachable mouth. At first I thought it was his big silly nose, but I think the choice for it being a mouth makes his design a lot more fun. As fun as Noel is, I'm personally more of a Francisco guy. Look at him, I couldn't say no to that face. I played through the demo myself, and I loved the art style and the Pac-Man and RPG styles of gameplay, but something tells me there's something beneath the surface of this charming gem. Please, give Gobble Fantasy 2003 a look. I love Doom. I love new Doom, I love old Doom, and with this in-progress Kickstarter, you get your pick. The Doom Arena Kickstarter allows backers to choose between the modern Doom the Dark Ages theme and its classic 1993 Doom, that old heads like me really appreciate. The gameplay is described as a bit like chess. One player controls the Doom guy, while the other commands the titular armies of hell. Both players move around this hexagonal grid to battle each other, which I think matches Doom's art style quite well. The game comes with these awesome little minis that I can't wait to paint, but I think they're missing a few important iconic demons, which is why this campaign also needs your help. If we can drum up enough support, we can earn ourselves some new enemies for the classic game, like Arachnotrons, Mancubi, and my personal favorite, Pain Elementals. We can't have a Doom game without the Doom guy's most fair and totally fun enemy to fight, right? Get in there and show it some love. Link in the description and the pinned comment. I have not played Chessatet yet. It's set to arrive at my house any day now, any week now, any month now. It's coming soon, alright? It's a card battler that uses chess as a theme rather than drawing from its mechanics, so you don't have to be a grandmaster to play it, which is great, because I suck at chess. The game centers around deck building and comes with a set each of black and white cards, so you and your opponent can build yourselves decks and battle it out. I backed the King Pledge because I wanted everything. Different pieces seem to advertise different strategies. Bishops focus on trickster playstyles, knights focus on aggressive offense, and rooks center around a defensive playstyle. I don't know how to play this game at all, but I'm excited to learn once it finally arrives. Unlike most of these games, I have actually played Risk of Rain, the board game, and it's a fucking blast. Or it will be, once you learn the rules and get the flow down. See, like I said, some tabletop games are very mechanic heavy, with lots of moving parts right out the gate. This is one of them. Now, once you learn those parts and learn how the game flows, you start to have fun, a great time all around, but before that, I'll be real, it's rough. Real rough. I played 2 games, one is Handy and another is Huntress, and both games I thought were a wonderful experience. I enjoyed the combat system, especially with friends. No dice! Instead, characters and monsters each play a card, and the order in which they happen is decided by the players and each of the card's speed values. The game thrives on teamwork. It's not that fun playing with less than 3 people. But moving around the board and knocking down enemies can be surprisingly fun once you get a grip on it. I'm especially excited to see how newer characters play, like Chef and Railgunner.
You know what that means? Fish!
I love fish and I love fishing. I don't do it often enough, because I don't have a rod, or a boat, or a license. Or Deep Regrets is a game about fishing, and this game's visual style might strike similar to the critically acclaimed video game Dredge. I mean, fishing but creepy? It's a little obvious. I personally think of it as a happy coincidence, as they both encompass different mediums. Even though in both games you both float out to sea and catch fish to sell, to buy equipment, and some of the fish are pretty scary looking, and you can net more money for catching them, and making sure you don't lose your sanity is an important part of the game. Ah, fuck you. I like fish! I like Don't Starve. I like board games. Given these 2 facts, I invested in this. Boy, am I a sucker. Don't Starve's board game is scenario-based, meaning you and your pals will be tasked with making it through a certain situation and until an objective is met. All the while, you have to fight, craft, manage your hunger, health, and sanity just like in the original game. I will not lie. This definitely seems to be one of the most complicated games on this list, but I'm okay with complicated. Once you learn a game like this, it can prove to be quite fun. You just have to be patient. The game seems super expansive, and something I like is that lots of these extra features are not required to play the base game, meaning you can learn the base game and slowly introduce more elements to shake up the gameplay and enhance the experience. Complicated tabletops aren't for everyone, but they're definitely for me. Can't wait to give this one a try. Rollless in the Outskirts is a funky little adventure-esque game following this red fella on his adventure around his dead-end little town on a quest to do something. The Kickstarter says he just wants a burger, so yeah, sure, we'll go with that. What convinced me to buy this game is its unique comedic style and, of course, the visuals. These characters just look fun to watch. I'm sat and I'm sold. If I remember correctly, this game got some major traction because of a Doobus Goobus animation. That was awful nice of them to help out. I hope what I'm doing here is helping the 2 currently live Kickstarters that need your help. Haha, you know, just back them now, do it. Go fucking back them. Alright, okay, everyone get your laughs out. Yeah, no, I've heard it. Clash of Clans board game. I can appreciate the Clash of Clans art style, right? And in addition to that, the base building mechanics seem really well thought out, and the game overall has this level of quality that they can't match. I mean, Maestro Media made it because it's good. It's good. Of course, it's good. It comes with miniatures of all the Clash of Clans troops. I get to paint balloons and golems. Yes, I bought the expansion packs. Hell, it looks fun. It looks fun. I like having fun. Fuck you. Stop laughing at me. I don't think I need to explain why this is an S tier, but for the uninitiated, this game is what kickstarted it all. In multiple ways. Without this game, I never would have started making videos, and I probably never would have gotten into so many tabletop games either. Putting aside my stupid, sappy little feelings about this game for a moment, this game is a fantastic starting point for getting into tabletop games. The mechanics are simple and they don't take much time to figure out, and the game slowly grows as you play. More interactions between items and players, more monsters, more chaos. This game is fantastic for fans of The Binding of Isaac and tabletop games alike. It does really rely on dice-based combat, which can lead to some irritating situations, but I feel like in most cases the game balances itself pretty well. With over 60 characters to choose from, and hundreds of different monsters, items, and single-use loot cards to use, no game really is the same as another. Putting all that aside, this game was what brought us all here today, watching this video on this channel at this point in time. Without my start making 4 Souls videos, I don't think I would have been able to find my passion for video making. And I just want to thank each of you for helping me out on my little adventure. To everyone who's watched, liked, subscribed, commented over the years, thank you, really. I won't be slowing down anytime soon, but now, show us that grand total. This is awful, truly. There are so many better things I could have spent my money on, and I want you to decide. In the comments, put down what you think this $3,083 would be better spent on, and you could win one of 4 free 4 Souls cards. Mom's Charms Heart, Mystery Gift, Birthday Cake, and Corrupted Data are all up for grabs. Many will enter, but only 4 will win. Good luck to you all. I've been Raider Wash, now go into that contest! But seriously, I do want to thank all of you for your support. It hasn't been easy making these videos, but the appreciation for what I do makes it all worth it. If you've ever watched one of my videos, I thank you for being a part of my journey and making all of this possible. Like I said, I promise I'll continue to make the best videos I can. It's my dream job after all, and with all your help, it's getting closer and closer to becoming a reality. I've been Raider Weish. Thank you. I'll see you again soon.